How's it going, guys? This is Dan from Scape, mates, and welcome to the top 5 RuneScape 3 bosses for money per hour. Let's get into it. So just before we start, I just want to say that all the GP per hour calculations from making this video are from the time of recording, and the money has been calculated from average kill times at average luck at each boss. Some bosses which didn't make the top 5 can be insane money per hour, however, this is very luck dependent. The 3 bosses that missed out on the top 5 and are getting an honourable mention are VORAGO. This is one of the high level bosses which requires a high level to be able to do, depending on what role you are going to be. You also need really high gear such as tier 90 armor and weapons. The attack style preferred is mage, meaning you really need max mage stats, 95 prayer and 96 herblore. If you can get 4 kills per hour in a 3 to 4 man team, you can expect around 8 mil an hour, and if you're lucky with the seismic drops, it can be way over this. The second honorable mention is Nex. Well, I guess Nex has turned into one of those old school RuneScape bosses now, but it's still immense money per hour, dropping tier 80 armor weapons in all attack styles. Next is kill by range, and to solo successfully you will need 90 plus range, 96 herblore and 95 prayer. If you can solo 10 kills an hour on average, you do average around 8 mil an hour. And next is very luck dependent on the rare drops, which is 1 in 24 drop rate. If you are wanting to make the best money per hour here, you need to be maxed to reduce the runtime between kills, as the max teleport is essential. The final honourable mention before the top 5 is raids. Raids is great money per hour, with a full raid of Yaka and Beastmaster taking under 30 minutes and rewarding over 5 mil in loot. However, this can only be completed once every 2 days because of reset, and to be able to do Beastmaster, you'll need 80 plus stats in range or mage, and to do Yaka, you'll need 90 plus stats in mage or range. If you remember to raid and reset, you can expect to do 4 raids a week, which will receive 20 mil loot a week. As well as the normal loot, you can receive a Mazcab ability codex, which is over 10 mil at the moment, and you can also get the Acto pieces, which are great for Telos. The only downside to raids is that if you don't have a good team, it can be very hard to find a team to complete a full raid. If you are wanting to get into raids, try joining the Raid FC and try and find a team. Let's get on into the top 5. So number 5 on the list is Barrow's Rise of the Sixth, better known as ROTS. Requirements would be the best DPS gear, as the fight is very quick. Any attack style can be used, but it must differ from your teammates. The level needed would be 90 plus combat stats and probably tier 90 armor to be able to find a team that will take you. The advantage of ROTS is that the money is very consistent, with the majority of the money coming from malevolent energy, meaning the money per hour will not really change. The disadvantage, however, would be that it can be hard to find a team if you don't have friends to go with, and there's no real big drop to expect from ROTS, just great money per hour from the common drops. The money per hour you can expect is 10 mil GP per hour. Number 4 on the list is good old ARAXXI. The requirements again would be your best DPS gear. You can use any style, with range preferred for safe kills and melee preferred for riskier, faster kills. Levels needed will be 85 plus combat stats and at least tier 80 gear. However, for consistent kills at high in range, I would advise tier 90 armor and weapons. The advantage of ARAXXI is that there is some huge drops. The legs are a drop rate of 1 in 40, and they are around 40 mil each once the leg is completed, and the Fang is 1 in 100, and that is 100 mil at the moment. The main disadvantage of ARAXXI is that the kills per day are limited because of the increase in enrage, meaning you have to stop killing him or use a pheromone to reset enrage. Also, if you do get a leg piece, you need to get the other 2 leg pieces to make any money, meaning it can take a while to make big money from ARAXXI. The money per hour you can expect at ARAXXI is 4 mil per hour in normal drops, and then if you have normal drop rate on the legs, it works out at around 8 mil per hour for the legs, meaning Rax comes out in the long term at 12 mil per hour. Number 3 on the list is Magister, the new update which came with Menaphos. The main requirement for Magister which puts people off is 115 Slayer. This can be boosted, but you still need 109 to kill him. Levels needed will be 90 plus combat stats. However, if you're 109 Slayer, I'm guessing you're already max combat. Tier 90 weapons are highly recommended, with magic being the preferred attack style. 95 Herblore for overloads and 96 summoning for the yak to make trips as long as possible is also advised. The advantage of Magister is that you'll know it will take you around 600 kills to be able to make one of the new tier 92 weapons, with an average of 15 to 20 scraps per hour. The main disadvantage of Magister is that you have to wait 600 kills before profit. Each key costs 200k and the loot per kill averages at around 100k per drop. So you actually lose money until you create a weapon. The money per hour you can expect at Magister averages around 13 to 15 mil an hour with average luck. This could be much more or much less dependent on how many scraps you get. Number 2 on the list is Telos. Telos is the hardest solo boss on RuneScape. You need to be able to kill each of the other God Wars Dungeon 2 bosses to access Telos, and to kill him you will require pretty much max combat and at least tier 90 armor and weapons. The preferred style is magic, and for the higher enrages Acto is needed. Most people streak to death at Telos to increase the chance of the big hilt or orb drops, and the advantages of Telos is that the average drops really do add up nicely when you streak, and you also have a chance to get the dormant staff of Saliski, which at the moment is over 1 bill. The disadvantage of Telos is that you need insane gear and lots of money to learn the mechanics, and if you have bad luck it can take you many kills to get your first tier 92 weapon. After asking experienced people who kill Telos, they say if you get average luck in making weapons and streaking to death, you can expect around 20 to 25 mil GP per hour. And this is it, number 1. Number 1 on the list is the Angel of Death. The Angel of Death is an insanely good team boss where you usually team up with 7 other players and make absolute bank. To kill AOD you need to be max combat with 95 prayer, 96 summoning and 96 herblore to have a chance to find a good team. The armor and weapon recommended will be tier 90 plus, with magic and range the attack styles of choice. The advantage of the AOD is that the drops are common enough for the money per hour to be consistent and instant, with the wand, the core and the codex making you bank. The disadvantage is that it can be pretty difficult to find a team, and most teams require randoms to have high KC to join. If you are one of the lucky ones who have a set of friends or a clan that go to AOD, the money per hour is pretty insane, averaging 20 to 30 mil per hour. Anyways guys, that is the end of this video. If you do disagree with my list, remember to leave your opinions down below, and also leave down below which boss is your favourite, even if it's not on the list. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.